So, guys, what's going on? So, this article talks about new drugs and treatments being developed around the world for celiac disease. Talks about different pharmaceutical companies and just different drugs that are coming out. There are tech companies that are teaming up with research groups and AI groups in order to do trials and figure out things that I guess how your body works that they haven't thought of before to help with things like celiac disease. What it's saying is that there's over 25 companies working to come up with some sort of treatment or drug for celiac disease, and they're in all different phases. And they're pill form, they're topical cream form, they are injectable. There's things that deal with different sorts of, I guess, ways to get it in your body. But the big one is, a pill form, an injectable form, and there's even some sort of, it looks like a rub-on type of cream that they have, like a topical. And now the tech companies are kind of working with AI, where the AI is trying to come up with different ways to figure out how to deal with celiac disease. And right now, there's no approved medicine. And of course, the only treatment is like this gluten-free option. Now, the one of the things I found in this article, which I thought was amazing, they have at least 80 million people that they know of worldwide that have celiac disease. 80 million people is a lot worldwide, but it's estimated that there's probably well over 100 million people that have it. Again, celiac disease is something that you can have for years, not know you have it. It usually sets off a bunch of other stuff, and then lo and behold, the last thing that they'll try to test for is celiac disease, which then once they kind of get you on a gluten-free diet, that kind of knocks a lot of other stuff out. So when I read that there was 80 million people, that's pretty big. They're saying 1% of the population, but the truth of the matter is it alludes that there's probably more than that. You're probably looking at about 3% of the population has some sort of gluten intolerance or celiac disease. So that 80 million people can probably be doubled, if not tripled. And if they can come up with a drug or a treatment for that, you will. It's pretty big. And like I said, I'm just kind of going through this article. You can find it. It's a thing that's talking about health and different companies, and I guess it goes into stocks maybe a little bit. But I figured I share that. You guys can take a look at this. Now, I'll tell you the other thing they talk about, which is very, very important. One of the reasons why there hasn't been anything for celiac disease as of yet is because of awareness, right? It's awareness. It's drawing attention to it. And they say that's their biggest thing, is basically awareness, having people participate in all of these trials that they're doing. And of course, then that comes down to, and also money, money, funding, things like that. So I always tell people, you have to promote for yourself. You have to create your own awareness. You have to, I don't know, man, you got to make your own noise, however you do it. Whether you're doing something local in your neighborhood, or you're doing what I'm doing right now, videos on YouTube or TikTok or whatever you use, Instagram, Facebook. And it doesn't have to even be that, but you just have to do any sort of awareness. Like I said, you could contact your local politicians or anybody locally, local businesses, and ask them to do something as simple as do a post or anything, just to say, May Celiac Disease Awareness Month, anything like that. Any awareness, any little bit helps. But that is it. So if you know anything more about this, please leave a comment below. I'd love to read your comment. All this stuff comes from Google, so you can go to Google and just type in like celiac drug or celiac disease drug. You'll find this article. It's right there. This article just came out the other day, and I figured I'd share it. All right. With that being said, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you guys later.